I'm Lindsay Duncombe, and this is The Current Podcast. In 2022, Lee Marten was working out at the gym when his left leg froze. It was the start of a grueling medical journey for the Vancouver police officer. In 2025, doctors confirmed the then 47-year-old had ALS. He knew his life was about to change, and it did, but not in all the ways you might think. Earlier this year, Lee was selected for a small clinical trial in Toronto. Elon Musk's Neuralink, in partnership with Toronto Western Hospital, is testing brain implants. It allows people with paralysis to control computers with their thoughts. Lee received his N1 implant in May, making him one of the first Canadians and just the 26th person in the world to receive this technology. He and his wife, Lee Marten, join me now from Vancouver. Good morning.
Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning.
Lee, what went through your mind when you were selected to be part of this trial?
Honestly, I was excited. There's not a lot to be excited about with ALS, but this was an opportunity to do something pretty cool and help other people. And I was like, man, let's do it. Let's get it done.
So, Lee, you have the implant in your brain. You've had it for about 3 months now. Describe to me what it actually does. What can you do?
So it's the device itself, there's a hole in my skull, and it's got 1,000 leads that are connected to my brain that were put there by a Neuralink robot. And the device actually sticks out of my head a little bit and has a Bluetooth connection, which I can connect to a computer. And through the software, it learns how to interpret electrical impulses from my brain on how to move a cursor on a computer. So imagine using a mouse with your brain, where you're able to do different things with it, like play games. You can right-click, center-click, left-click, all by thinking about which finger you want to use to click a mouse. So it's pretty wild.
So you are sitting there looking at your computer, imagining moving the cursor or typing on a digital keyboard, and it just happens just like that?
Exactly. It's so intuitive and it's so fast.
You wrote in Maclean's magazine that having this device has changed your life. How?
Well, my body's failing pretty quickly, quicker than I would have liked, obviously, but my hands and arms don't really work anymore very well. So I'm manipulating a phone to text my friends and family, or use apps like WhatsApp, Facebook, whatever, or do anything for that matter, like that requires technology. So it's given me, I would say, a purpose again to kind of push forward and stay connected to my friends and family through technology. Because as you can tell, my voice is going too. And soon, hopefully not too soon, I'm not going to be able to talk. So it's going to be a huge help to me and my family.
How will the voice or the device help you talk once you're not able to physically do so?
So I've voice banked my voice through 11 Labs, which is a AI company in the U.S. They can basically um, you you enter your voice data into a computer, into the program, and through AI, it can generate a new voice for you, and it'll sound just like me. So, yeah, basically through that, I'll be able to input what I want to say through Neuralink into the computer, and the computer will speak for me.
Lisa, how important will that communication be for your children? You have two young kids who are coming to grips with the fact that their dad's condition is only going to get worse. How is the fact knowing that they can still communicate with him during that process registering with them?
I think that's paramount. Like, that's the most important thing, is that they can still have that communication. And I mean, if it sounds as much likely as possible, I think our situation is already challenging, and to make it as, I guess, to ease the transition, it's easier and it's better for them, I think, to just have that ability to still talk to them and to still communicate.
Lisa, or what do the kids think about the fact that their dad has this in his brain?
Oh, they think it's amazing. Like, I've had to have a few conversations with the teachers because I don't think they really believed them, but and the principal, but it's definitely an interesting topic. So they think it's pretty amazing, as do their friends. So, and the teachers, actually. But it does definitely sound a bit out of left field. I'm not gonna lie.
I want to go back to the idea, Lee, that this was a robot that actually implanted this device in your brain. It's just so wild sounding. Were you at all scared of the fact you were going to have a robot digging in there with electrodes?
Not at all. Honestly, I think the procedure is so delicate that human hands would be worse. So they've got this giant robot, which I saw in the OR when they wheeled me in, and I described it as the nurse robot from Baymax, the Disney movie, and
Hero 6.
Big Hero 6.
Baymax.
Yeah, and honestly, I thought, I'd rather have a robot digging around in my brain as opposed to a bunch of human neurosurgeons, I think.
Now, you're still in touch with the Neuralink team and doing work. What kind of information is being collected for the clinical trial from your device?
Yeah, so I've got through the software, they give me BFs, basically, which are like homework things I have to do some are every 4 days, some are every 14 days, really varies. But one is called impedance. It's they measure neuron activity in my brain. One is broadband, so the connection between the device and the laptop. I have to calibrate every few days so the program can build data to work better, I guess you could say.
So that's
pretty cool.
That gives you something to do, eh? Like instead
For
of waiting for your decline, you are actively participating in research.
Yeah, for sure. And I have to fly to Toronto every 2 to 3 months to meet with the Canadian team that's just doing the clinical trial. So I meet with the neurosurgical team. I meet with the coordinators. They gather information from me and do medical tests. And I'm actually headed out there again in 10 days for my 3-month checkup.
I want to ask you, Lee, about Elon Musk, because, you know, there's been so much criticism about Elon Musk over the past few years. He oversaw the dismantling of USAID. His critics say he amplifies polarization, spreads misinformation. Did you have any concerns about working with a company that is tied to Musk?
No, not at all. You're right. He's a polarizing figure. People kind of think he's like a supervillain, I would say. You know, between him and the Amazon guy, Bezos, they, you know, they're not the most popular individuals in the media, but, you know, these guys are out there, you know, pioneering and doing stuff that only a handful of companies throughout the world are even trying. Like, who could think about, hey, let's put a microchip and a Bluetooth transmitter in someone's brain and see if they can improve their life a little bit. So, you know, for that fact alone, I feel this guy is, you know, out there doing great things. You know, of course, you know, a trillionaire is going to upset some people, but I'm a big fan.
You're doing this, of course, to help people with ALS, and it is changing lives like yours. But do you ever worry that this technology is so on the cusp that it could ever be misused in some way?
For sure. I mean, they prior to my surgery, they told me there's a small risk that the device could be hacked. I laughed. Yeah, I didn't believe it, but they're like, yeah, there's a small possibility your brain could be hacked, so we have to, you know, sort of warn you about it. And I'm like, well, that's cool. I mean,
that's cool.
If China or North Korea or someone wants to see what's going on in my brain, like, go for it.
That's the least of our problems.
Yeah, it's kind of the least of my worries right now. So
you've managed to keep your sense of humor, right?
Yo, totally. I've worked in law enforcement for 25 years, so I've got a pretty dark sense of humor, and that's kind of how you stay sane throughout your policing career.
I understand that you have also been open about your decision to pursue MAID before your symptoms progressed too far. I want to ask you what you think having the brain implant and the ability to communicate will mean for conversations with your families and friends around that decision and the timing of it.
Yeah, I mean, something I struggle with almost daily. It's like you're declining, you're getting worse every single day. And I'm trying to figure out exactly how far I can go before I don't want to be a burden or be stuck in a bed. Like, I'm already stuck in a wheelchair all day. And from being a super active individual, super fit my entire life, never smoking or drinking or, abusing my body, I've kind of lost everything that was, that brought me joy, like bike riding and hiking and camping with my kids. And it's, it's rough. So the fact that I'm going to have a device that'll be able to help me communicate my wishes when I do lose the ability to communicate is huge. And I'm lucky to be in Canada where MAID is an option.
And I imagine your reaction to your situation and how you feel about it, it evolves, it changes, it shifts day to day.
Totally it does. Like, I might reach a point where I'm thinking I can't go on anymore. But, it changes so quick because, I'm 48. Sorry, I'm only 48 years old. And no one really questions their mortality and their mid to late 40s. So it kind of changes day to day.
Before I let you go, I want to ask you both what you're hoping this research might mean for other people who are living with ALS or families with loved ones who have ALS in the future, starting with you, Lee.
Well, getting a diagnosis like this is a real kick in the teeth. But if there's something out there that can help you regain a little bit of your independence, go for it. Everyone's going to react differently to a diagnosis like this, but you're not alone. There's over 5,000 people a year in Canada diagnosed with this terrible disease. And hang in there as long as you can and push back against this shitty disease.
Lisa, what do you hope this research will do for people who are in situations like your family?
All they can do is go forward. So right now it's communicating by computer, but I know we're hoping that they can connect the chip with other devices to make it easier for people with ALS and paralysis to even move their wheelchair and just connect with the technology and be more independent. And how it looks even going further, hopefully it's a springboard to other things. But if we can do something so this really doesn't, just have this disease in vain, it's amazing. We just want other people and want our kids to see that it's not, that we tried our best to do the best we could with this. Kind of make lemonade out of lemons, right?
Thank you both for talking to us today.
Of course. Thank you, Lindsay.
Thank you.
Lee Marten is a Canadian living with ALS in Vancouver. He was one of the first Canadians to receive Elon Musk's N1 brain implant, which allows him to control a computer using his mind. We reached Lee and his wife Lisa from their home in Vancouver.